12673.
97.
That was really fast, and you're correct.
Well, that's what I do.
No memories at all. I was using echolocation from the age of 2 or younger, but I really didn't know that much about it.
It was just how you...
I was at right then, I couldn't open the parachute because of the wind. The wind would...
Some people don't just live on this planet, they redefine what it means to be human. While the rest of us go about ordinary lives, a few individuals around the world push the limits of strength, speed, endurance, and even perception itself. Their abilities are real, tested, and often leave science scrambling for explanations. The woman who soars through the sky. Flying isn't only for superheroes. Karina Hollicum from Norway has turned base jumping into a way of life. Using a wingsuit, she leaps off cliffs, gliding through the air before opening her parachute. She's completed more than 400 jumps, including one from Mali's Hand of Fatima, a massive 2,400-foot rock formation. The Iceman who doesn't freeze. For most people, icy temperatures mean danger. For Wim Hof, it's just another day. Known as the Iceman, he uses a breathing and meditation technique called tummo to control his body temperature in extreme cold. Hof has run marathons and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro wearing only shorts. He also holds the world record for the longest ice bath, 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 48 seconds. Scientists have studied him to understand how he resists cold and inflammation. The man who runs without rest. Some push for 1 mile, some run marathons. Dean Karnazes keeps running long after the finish line. He once ran 350 miles non-stop without sleeping. He sprinted through 120-degree heat in Death Valley and completed a marathon at the South Pole at -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Karnazes even ran 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 consecutive days. His body seems built for endurance, and his mind refuses to quit. It's not about being the fastest, it's about going beyond the limits of fatigue. The blind man who sees without eyes. Losing his sight didn't stop Daniel Kish from experiencing the world. Diagnosed with retina cancer as a child, he had both eyes removed. But Kish developed something extraordinary: echolocation. By clicking his tongue and listening to how sound bounces back from walls, trees, and cars, he builds a mental image of his surroundings. He can ride his bike through busy streets, hike, and even dance confidently. His ability works just like biosonar in bats and dolphins. Kish also teaches other blind people to use this skill, proving it's not magic. It's human potential unlocked in a unique way. The artist who never forgets a skyline. Most people forget small details after a few minutes. Stephen Wiltshire remembers entire cities. This British artist has a photographic memory so precise that after just one helicopter ride, he can draw the skyline of cities like Tokyo, Rome, Hong Kong, Dubai, and New York with stunning accuracy. Wiltshire, who is autistic, didn't speak until he was 5. His first words were paper and pen. His drawings include exact architectural details, like the number of columns on the Pantheon in Rome. Watching him draw is like watching a camera print in real time, except it's all coming from his memory. The French Spider-Man. Alain Robert doesn't wear a costume, but he climbs skyscrapers like a real Spider-Man. Known worldwide as the French Spider-Man, Robert has scaled the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building, Canada Square, the Petronas Towers, and the Four Seasons Hotel Hong Kong, all without safety ropes. One slip would be deadly. Urban climbing isn't technically illegal, but Robert has been arrested more than 100 times for trespassing. Still, he keeps climbing. For him, it's not about fame. It's about mastering fear and testing his limits. The human rubber boy, Daniel Browning Smith, better known as Rubber Boy, has a body that bends in ways that seem impossible. He has hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a rare condition that makes his joints extremely flexible. This lets him contort his body into shocking positions. Smith has turned this unique ability into a career, earning multiple Guinness World Records for his flexibility. Watching him twist and fold himself is a reminder that sometimes the body's hidden potential is stranger than fiction. The human battery. Electricity is dangerous for most people, but Biba Struya can handle it like it's nothing. Nicknamed the human battery, she can withstand and store electrical currents up to 1,000,000 volts. She has even demonstrated powering small objects and cooking with her bare hands using stored electricity. This resistance remains rare and unusual. Her body reacts differently to voltage, allowing her to do something very few people can. The ocean nomads. The Bahau people live across the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. They're often called sea nomads because they spend most of their lives around and under the water. Many Bahau can hold their breath for more than 13 minutes and dive to depths of 230 feet. Researchers found they have larger spleens than average. This allows their bodies to store and release more oxygen during dives. It's not just skill, it's a real biological adaptation that gives them a unique advantage underwater. The high-altitude champions. In the Himalayas, the Sherpa people show a different kind of superpower, thriving where oxygen is thin. Their genetic mutations allow their cells to use oxygen far more efficiently. While most climbers struggle with altitude sickness, Sherpas can carry heavy loads up the world's highest mountains with incredible endurance. The man who ate the impossible. Michel Lotito, nicknamed Monsieur Mangetout, had one of the strangest abilities ever recorded. He could eat glass, metal, and even parts of airplanes without injury. Over his lifetime, he consumed more than 9 tons of metal. Doctors discovered his stomach lining was unusually thick, protecting him from injury. It was a condition that made his abilities both dangerous and fascinating to watch. The human calculator. Mental speed can be just as powerful as physical strength. Scott Flansburgh holds a Guinness World Record as the fastest human calculator. He can solve complex math problems faster than most people can type them into a calculator. These stories aren't myths. They're real accounts of people who show just how far human ability can stretch. Which one amazed you the most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And remember, superpowers don't just belong in movies. Sometimes they live right here on Earth.